Would you? Only about a 60-pound starter. Not the cleanest. Got some nice piece of copper off of it though. That connected that to the side of this. It's heavy enough to be #1 copper. I cleaned it up on the wire brush wheel. All kinds of goodies. Another motor in there, easy. That's all copper right there. It's all steel otherwise, cast. It's a Bosch starter. I think it was off one of the tractors, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it came from the guy that I got all that stuff from. It's missing the starter drive. I knew something was missing out of it. Well, there should be a gear in there that spins your flywheel. Now, would you? I'll get this apart. Get back to you. Okay. I don't know how hard that'll be to take apart. But that's all copper. That's all copper. And then in there, it's more copper. Let me get a glove on here for a sec. Yeah, these things. It's all copper. They come out if I undo these. Goofy torque bolts. I don't think I had a torque head that big. I don't know if that's copper or not. Not sure. No, it doesn't stick. Just like that one. Don't stick. Might be copper, might be brass. Hard to say. Yeah, just farting around. I've been doing a whole bunch of smalls. Got 4 brushes on there. I did a whole bunch of these guys this morning. I'm cleaning up my pails here. That pail now has 2 motors and all transformers in it. We got a couple more yet, I think, in here. Is there? Don't know what that is. Oh, there's one. There's a big fat one. I'm just going through those. See, there's another transformer. We're trying to keep them together in one bucket. So you're not just dropping stuff around. I didn't touch that bucket yet. Let's see. And all those little blower motors. Every ball is 1 motor. They add up. People say it's not worth it. I think so. It's similar to the fan. These are not out of a microwave. They're out of something different. It's similar to the fan that keeps the magnetron cool, moves the air around in the microwave. Same idea. And then of course, everybody knows I take everything off of it. Even the little copper pieces that come out of these holes. So, yeah, winter's back. It's a south wind, so it's cool on this side. It's cooler by the workbench than it is over there. Like it's fighting to keep it that warm in here on this side of the wall. And every once in a while I feel a breeze through that beautiful window. Then you come over here and it's like 75 degrees. Yeah, it's been going for the last few days. It's been actually burning better. I have not been feeding it at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. I've been getting at her at 6. I'll sneak a peek on it on the camera. I have that one camera there and I can see how it's working from in the house. So look at it at 4 in the morning there. Oh, look at that, still got a good glow, so I don't bother coming out here. So that's 2 hours more I'm getting out of the same wood that was in it. So this is non-magnetic. Don't know what it is. Might not be anything worthwhile. But anyways, I'll get back to you if you're interested. Got to quit touching stuff with my gloves and getting dirty too. So we'll see what happens. Okay, it's starting to come apart. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's some heavy copper. Now I was only able to get the one undone. They don't want to come. So, and this is a little bit of wire that's left behind, roughly, I think. I'm gonna try and see if I can pop them off of there. Here's some more of that heavy copper. I just cut it to get it loose. I'll just leave it here for now. Man, oh man, all the paperwork that was around that was so burnt. There's a little bit of it, but it just crumbled in my fingers. See? The dirty stuff, man. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye out. I'm expecting a delivery. Supposed to be here this afternoon. I hope so. They said it would be. They sent me a email this morning saying your product has been shipped and is en route. So, does anybody know what I ordered? What do you see under that cap? What is that? Is that a beer? No, that's a Pepsi. That's what I ordered. Company I bought from online sells it for $3 a 24 pack, cheaper than anywhere else in the grocery stores. $2 cheaper when the grocery stores are on sale. And you would never think of finding pop at this place. So that's what I'm expecting. When I do get it, I'll kind of videotape it on the camera. You can see 5 cases, so 5 times 24. You know, 220 cans of pop. It's my poison. So anyways, I gotta try and get these out yet. And this part is done. That's a nice solid hunk of steel. Is it solid? Looks like it. I don't really see a seam. I wouldn't consider that a seam. That's just a mark, because you don't see it here. So, trying to see what it was out of. Just says Bosch. Made in Germany. Tell you what, it's heavy duty. And I gotta get him yet. But anyways, I just gotta get these little guys out. I think that's all they are. Leave no copper behind. Is that how we do it? And I'm still working on that one too. So, and then I got to bring this in to see if he needs that steel out. Otherwise, I got to cut him with a grinder, and then you lose a lot of brass. So, but that's what we're doing. Alrighty, it is empty. Wasn't a whole lot of wire in there. Just have to clip the little ends off yet. So that is empty. There's the rest of it. So it was two different layers. This stuff and that stuff was wrapped around these things. I was only able to get the one out. I already shoved it in there. It isn't a big bar. I can get it back out of there. See, that's all it was. Copper was wrapped around it and then it was screwed to the side. So yeah, that'll be the fun part. I've taken one of them apart before, so I don't know how hard this one's going to be, but I will not let that go. There's a lot of copper there. Time is money. Well, yeah, time is money, but it's my time, not yours, so don't worry about it. So now I got to pop this off, and then I won't do this any farther because, oh, there's the starter drive in there. Okay, it is still in there. I didn't see it. See, when you're at this angle, you don't see it. But it's there. I've had to My 73 Ford LTD. I had to put a new drive in. I did it on my picnic table in the backyard on the farm 20 some years ago, maybe longer, 74, 73. Yeah, 30 years ago now, maybe, easy. But anyways, and then the whole thing fell apart when I was doing it, and oh great, I've never done one myself before. But I managed. I got her all back together with just the tools that I have laying here, kind of, sort of, you know, no specialty tools, and out on my picnic table having a cold beer. And lo and behold, it worked just fine. So, yeah, you can't argue with a complete job if it was a success, whether you did it goofy or not, you know. So I'm going to get this off and we'll see what's in there yet. All right, Pop has arrived. Woo! Now I'm working on this goofy thing. We'll see how well that works. There, it gets you a little better elevated. There's a nut there and a screwy there. I watch Rafael Scrapper too much, him and his screwies. Yeah. Not sure. Find the proper socket for that. That's too small. Let's see if we can get it apart. Okay, I need a way to hold it on the inside. Any ideas? I don't know if I can hold it with a screwdriver. Very well. Maybe a better screwdriver, you know, like this big honker. But the blade's too fat. This one. Yeah, that'll work. Ready? Bingo. And to think, I got that in the scrap. I'm going to clean the paint off one of these days. Clean it right up. It's got a really good blade on it. That's why I hung on to it. And it's like 10 feet long. That looks like a big hunk of copper. What do you think? I think it's a big hunk of copper. We're going to give it a little cleaning over here on the grinder. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's just pitted. Wire brush wheel on the bench grinder. Ultimate tool, man. When you clean anything up, make it look pretty. If you're doing valuable stuff, you get the brass brushes. See? Look at that. That's a nice chunk of copper. Woo. I go with the other part of the copper over there. Okay, now to get the rest of this apart. Okay, there's that screw I was trying to get out. Huh, wonder what it is. I need to pop the cover off somehow. Not sure how. Might end up cutting it. There's copper in there. I could see it through the holes here. Yes, all screwdrivers end up being chisels, don't they? Okay. Just need this heavy plastic off a little bit and it'll pop right out, I think. Yep. There we go. We'll get it out of the groovy. Groovy! So tomorrow's the big day to see if I'm gonna live or die. Nah, just kidding. You're gonna see how my heart is. That is tomorrow. Already got a phone call making for a message. If I don't show up, they're gonna charge me money. What else is new? How about I charge you money for how long you make me wait in the waiting room? Right? Doctor's pick. I'm trying to get this little ring thingy out of here. No, I've never taken one of these apart before. Not with this on it. There we go. See? That clip, I guess they would call that a C clip. It's in the shape of a letter C. Yeah, now that thing by right should just pop right out. No, it's not going to pop out. It's still groovy. Something went in my glove. It's not funny. Maybe I should have just did this in the beginning, huh? So I got a call from a customer this morning, roughly about an hour away. So I got a friend that's roughly a half an hour away from there, closer than I am, so I offered it to him. So he was quite happy. Fridge and a freezer. Gave him the address. Quite a happy camper. Told the customer that would be what vehicle he was driving so they wouldn't get spooked. Damn, that's some heavy steel. I don't know if that's ow. That's cast steel or is that just steel? It's cast, gotta go in the bucket. Okay, there's our coil. Look at that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? It looks like brass. Is it? Oh, isn't that nice? That's all full of surprises. See, it's similar to this one here. See, there's copper in that one too, but I gotta figure out how to get it apart because that one's solidly baked. So that's definitely cast. So, yeah, looky. I think that was kind of worth it, don't you? And that's a brassy bit. Let's get this paper tape off of there. Get a little carpet knife out. Not very heavy tape, just enough to hide it. Look at that, eh? Ooh, revealing the gold. Voila. It's got a good pound or two to it too. Now question. This part here, you think there's a copper in there too? It's got two things on the end of it. What do you think? Okay, we knocked the top off of it. Looks like copper. Not sure. I'm thinking they might be. We'll check that later. We got the top off here. The springy dingy in there. Oh, look at that. There is some nice copper in there. I wasn't too sure. I don't know what that steel is. The copper was attached to, not steel. Copper was attached to it, so. Oh, look at that, eh? Isn't that pretty? It's pretty nice. Get that steel out of there. There we go. Come on, get out of there. Get a little bit of plastic out. Voila. Isn't that pretty nice stuff? With this tape. Let go of me. Let go. It's heavy copper too. It's not thin. It's not lightweight like some of that copper that you find out there. Like the horsehair stuff. So yeah, not too shabby. There's quite a bit of copper coming off that starter. You can't say, well, it's taking too long. Well, of course it is, because I'm trying to video at the same time, and that takes longer to do. So, yeah. Copper there. See if these guys will come out. They should. I really like this new base plate. It works good. Okay, cracked. That's fine. I don't plan on putting it back together. Let's worry about cracking. There. Oh, there's a little piece in the middle. Oop, almost lost it. So, hopefully that's all non-magnetic. Oh no, see, there's two nuts on here that got to come off. That's clean copper. I had a feeling you can see them in there, but actually not nuts, it's just washers. Looks like they're pressed on maybe. I'm going to take my bit to get them back off. Isn't it? Yep. Dirty bugger. Yes, they are pressed on. Okay. How do we press them off? That didn't work. All it did was fold them up. There we go. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Did we get all the steel off? Where's the magnet? Yes, we did. So now they are clean. So yeah, that washer was pressed on. We'll do the same to this one. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come on. We're unpressing. Yeah. Little rubber washer. Did we get them? Yes. Perfect. So, two nice copper bolts. So anyways, that's one starter. I'm not going to bore you with that part because that's just already making the video 10 hours longer. But all that copper, there's the steel, all that copper. I gotta take them out of the plastic yet. I got the copper brushes. I got these parts to take care of yet. So, and of course the rotor, because that came out of the stator. So that is going to replace one of these guys, because they all got magnets in them. Those are treadmill motors. And see, they're not a sealed unit. See, that'll be heavier steel and it's deeper, which I need. So, and there's the rest of the starter. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. And we'll talk at you again. £3.7, 3.8 is the total copper, not counting that thing. That shows how much steel's in these heavy buggers, you know. So yeah, that's Oliver. That was in that solenoid. What was in that other one? Wee little guy. Was there copper in that one? I don't remember. I already threw it in the bucket here, I think. Yeah, I did. I don't know which one it would have been. Yeah, well. So, 3.5 pounds of copper. It's a lot of work. Like I said, it's not done yet, so I'm gonna figure roughly another pound of copper coming out of there if I get all that out, because that is copper in that. So, you know, always take where the brushes roll on. So yeah, and that's it. Brass. I threw some of the brass in here already. That piece, the bolt, it had little copper chunkies in the back of it. Maybe another pound for brass. But, so let's say 5 pounds of goodies. Yeah, they're almost not worth it, you know. Unless you like doing it. I did it because this might be the 3rd one I've taken apart ever. And they're not hard to do. Alternators are a little more time consuming. But this guy here, I could actually just cut them in half too, and they'll pull out both ends. So, you know, I've been using this guy. I've had to resharpen the blade a couple times. So, mind you, the handle ain't nothing to look at anymore, but you can see the little whorls in the blade. I just gave it a new edge, and I still use it on the smaller ones. So, yeah. It works. It works good on those little transformers. And on some of them other motors that require, because there's one actually in here that I put the rotor back in. You don't belong in there anymore now, because you gotta come apart. You gotta come apart. This one. I put the rotor back in because that's the only way to split it without squishing it. So. Okay, those are majority of transformers. That'll be a nice one. That son of a bitch is heavy. Good thing my toes aren't over there. Oh, wait a minute, I have steel toes. See? It doesn't matter. I don't wear Crocs or flip-flops like some people, or slippers, whatever you want to call them. Those are green patch. Where's the green patch? Somewhere around there. You don't see it. I can't even prove that they're green patch. Oh, isn't that a quinky dink? It should be. There it is. You can see it underneath. Steel shank, steel toed, oil acid resistant, non-slip. That's what I wear. Everybody says I have to, but I love my toes. There you have it. One starter motor. Took a bit.